Hi, this is Ramu, Assistant Professor, Department of CSC, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. In this class, we are going to see conditional branching statements. See, in every program, the flow of control from top to bottom. But using branching statements, we are going to change the flow of execution. We have various kinds of control structures are available. See, the control structures are broadly divided into three ways: decision control structures, loop control structures, and a case statements. In this class, we are going to see what are the decision control statements as well as the switch case statement. The decision control statements are going to categorize into simple if and if else, nested if and if else if ladder. And switch statement. Switch is a case statement. It is like a else if ladder, but it is a faster than the else if ladder. So we'll discuss one by one. Right? First, see. This is the flow of execution. When the condition comes, you have to decide which way you need to choose, either true or false, right? Shall I go to movie or not? If the conditions are satisfied, then you go to the movie. Otherwise, you postpone your movie program, right? Means everywhere you have a conditions are there. Based on the conditions, you are going to take the decision. If the movie is good, then you are going to the movie. Otherwise, we're going to cancel the movie program, right or wrong? So like that, everywhere we have some certain conditions are there. Like that, in our program also, actually our program is executed from the top to bottom. But some situation you are going to change the flow of execution either one way or other way, either true or false. Right? We'll see the first decision control statement is a if. Right? If else. See, in if else, if the condition is true, it executes. See, if the condition is true, it executes the true block. If condition false, it executes the false block. Is this clear? So this is the syntax. Observe carefully. If is a keyword. If is the keyword, and you are going to use a brackets, and you are going to write a condition here. Going to use a condition here. It's a true block statement, right? And if the condition is false, by default, your controller is moved from here to directly to here. It doesn't bother about what is there inside the if block if the condition false. The condition true, then only it enters into this true block. See, it is every coin has two sides, right? At any point of the moment, only one side will get it, right or wrong? Only it display only one side, like that. Here also, if else means at any point of the moment, only one block will get execute. Right? Is this clear? And we'll say with a small program. See, here, for example, you need to check the given number. Is a given two numbers are there, right? Already we have discussed how to read a number from the input, right? For example, with two numbers, A and B. A and B, two numbers are there. How to read a program? How to read a data from input? Using scanf, right? Before that, you should write a printf of. So enter two numbers. Enter two numbers. After that, scanf of. You just read %d means two numbers, right? You are reading ampersand A. Ampersand A is the address. The value first read that value stored at a ampersand first A and ampersand B. Right? If. Now, what is the program? It is a printing the largest number from given two numbers. Print largest number. Print the largest number. That is your program, right? Here, see, if A is greater than B, then, so we should open a bracket. C. Then it means A is larger, right? A is large. Else. Else means, you know, by default, else means printf B is larger, right? B is large. B is large, right? This is the code. This is the code. This is the code. Here, if you observe the program, at any moment of the time, either one case is true, right? Either A is greater or B is greater. For example, A value is 2, B value is 3, then what is the output? B is a larger, right? B is large. See, we'll check with the output. For example, if you run this code, enter two numbers. So, A value is 2 and B value is 3, then see, B is the large. Yes or no? B is the large. For example, yeah, if you run code, if you run this code, and I'm going to change B value is 12, B value is 12, B value is 12 and C value is 3. Which is the largest? A is the large. Right? Is this clear? So this is the if else statement. If else has a two coins, either head or tail, that's all. It doesn't exclude the two sides at a time. Yes or no? Like that, if else also. Right? This is the if else. And coming to the simple if. Simple if means, please note this, it doesn't have a else part. It doesn't have a else part. If it is a true, it executes. Otherwise, it leaves the program. That's all. Right? It doesn't have any other hand. Only the particular moment you need to execute this statement. Otherwise, you just left. That time you just use a simple if. So simple if doesn't have a what? It doesn't have else statement. There is only one statement, condition true. It executes a true block. Otherwise, it follows the normal flow. It follows the normal flow. Is this clear? So you can use simple very rarely. So most of the cases you can use if else. Right? Is this clear? And coming to the nested if. What is the meaning of nested? Nested means a if condition within the another if, then it is called as a nested. A if inside another if is called as a nested. Right? See, for example, here one if is there. Right? If condition is true, then you have to check the one more condition. And you need to check the one more condition. Then it is called as a if else. See, nested if. See, if is there, right? And condition true, else if. And so inside one more if. Inside one more if is called as a nested if. Means, see, for example, if is there. And if condition is true, you have one more if. Then it is called as a nested if. A if within the another if called as a nested if. We'll see one example. See, here the program is print a largest number from given 3 numbers. From given 3 numbers. How to find this program? See, I need to read a 3 numbers from the input, right? A, B, C and C also. Right? I have a 3 numbers. First, what I am going to check here, A greater than B. That means A greater than B means first you are writing A greater than B, condition true. If A greater than B condition true means A is a greater than B. Means so A is a greater than B. And you need to check A with C also, right? You need to check A with C also. Then A is greater than B and A is greater than C. Then A is a greater. Right or wrong? So for that formula, I need to write a statement like this. Observe carefully. A greater than B, condition true. After that, I need to write if A greater than C, A greater than C. That means A greater than B and as well as A greater than C. Then A is the largest, right? A is greater than B and A is greater than C. Then A is a large, right? And as well as if A is greater than B but A is greater than C, false. That means A is greater than B. A is greater than B, condition true, but A is greater than C, condition false. Condition false means C is greater, right? C is greater. Right or wrong? Because already A is greater than B is the condition true, means A is a greater. But C is greater than A. Greater than A means finally C is a large. C is the large. That means C. Here I need to change this statement. If, else means, so this condition goes to false. This condition false means by default print C is large. Print C is large. Right or wrong? Right? And for example, A greater than B condition false. A greater than B condition false means definitely B is a larger. B is a larger than A. But B is a larger when it is also larger than the C also. Then you should take one more condition here. If B is greater than C. See, now B is greater than C. B is greater than A. And the two conditions are true. Then B is a larger. Otherwise, else. Again, C. C is the larger. C is the larger. C is the larger. See, I'm going to change this code. Sorry. See. So, this is inside if and this is also inside of else, right? This is called as a main if. This is main and this is the nested if. This is the nested if. Like this is also nested. So, this is the code for finding a largest number from given three numbers. What I did, first I am going to check A is greater than B. If condition true, A is greater than C. Then I am going to say A is a largest. A is large. If this condition false, sorry, A greater than C. If the condition false, this condition false means by default false. If it's a true and it is a false, then by default C is a large. But this condition true, right? This condition true. When this condition goes to false, means B goes to larger. If this condition is true, then again B is large. Then this condition goes to false, then C is large. This is the algorithm, right? So two ifs are there. So this is the else part. This is the false statement. This is the false statement. And this is the false statement. True false, then C is a large. True false, true false, then it is a C large. Is this clear? Right? This is the example for the nested if. Right? And next, else if ladder. What is the meaning of else if ladder? For example, you have a continuous options are there. 2 or 3 more options are there. You need to select only one option. So in that situation, you are going to use a else if ladder. You have a 2 or more statements, more possibilities. From there, you need to select only one. Then it is called as a else if ladder. See, for example, See, all the conditions are there. Condition 1, condition 2, condition 3. See, the condition 1 is true. Then it comes to here and execute the statement 1, comes to statement X. If condition 1 is false, it comes to the condition 2. If the condition 2 is true, then it comes to here. If the condition 2 is false, then it comes to condition 3. Like that, it will move. Is this clear? Means at any point of the moment, only one statement will execute. Only one statement. Only one statement will execute. Remember this one. This is called as the else if ladder. Means you have a two or more options. Two or more options. Then you can opt else if ladder. Else if ladder is going to check the first condition. If the condition is false, it goes to second condition. Second condition false, it goes to third condition. Third condition goes to false, goes to fourth condition. Like that, it will move. Right? Is this clear? It is called as a nested, else if ladder. See, this is the syntax. If you want to represent the else if, then you should use a else if condition 2, else if condition 3, like this. This is the else is the default statement. If no match is available, then it goes for the else if ladder. Is this clear? Else if ladder. See, in this different test conditions are available. See, we are going to writing our program. The program is if you enter 1, so only choice is printing the day. Print the day. Print day. That is the program, right? The program is if you read a one number. If you read a one number, if choice is 1, your choice is 1, then you should print Sunday. If 2, should print Monday, right? So if A is equal to 1, then you should print printf Sunday. Printf Sunday. If condition false, right? If condition false, then else if of A equal to 2, then should print Monday, right? Should print Monday. And else if A equal to 3, then you should print Tuesday, right? And else if A equal to 4, then should print Wednesday, right? And if A equal to 5, then Thursday. And A equal to 6, then it should print Friday, right? Is this clear? And else if A equal to 7, then you should print Saturday, right? Other than this, so you should take that one as printf invalid, right or wrong? Other than these choices, invalid. See, if you run this code, I didn't change the statement. See, if you give the 2, then output is Monday, right or wrong? If my input is 255, what is the output? Invalid, because it is not there in the days, right? This is the syntax for else if ladder. Among the n choices, you are going to select only one choice. In that case, you are going to use else if ladder. Is this clear? This is the else if ladder program, right? And next, switch statement. So you can replace switch with else if ladder also, but you cannot replace else if ladder with switch. Is this clear? You can replace switch with else if ladder, but you cannot replace else if ladder with switch. I'll tell you, because here it is going to take only cases. It is going to take only cases. The syntax of switch is see, SWITCH, switch of choice of case 1 colon, right, statements break, case 2 statements break, like this. Here also you have a default is there. Case of, sorry, here case is not there. By default is the last statement, right? This is the syntax for case statement. Just now you wrote one program. If you choice is 1, you print a Sunday. So in that case, you can use switch case also. See, if you convert the given program into the switch case, see. I'm going to convert this program into switch case. See, SWITCH, switch of A is a choice, right? And first case, case 1. 1 means you should print Monday, right? Sorry, Sunday, right? Sunday. After this, you should use break. Break means you are going to stop the case there, right? Right? And see, this is the process we are going to continue, right? Semicolon, Control F, semicolon, Control F, semicolon. See, I'm going to write only 2 to 3 statements. 1, 2, 3 only. So you can extend if you want. Monday and Tuesday, right? And the last statement, other than the 3 numbers, other than the 3 statements, we are going to print printf invalid. Invalid. See, this is the program. See, if you run this code, if you enter 3, 2, it is going to print a Monday. See, other than 3, if you enter any value, see, 255, it is an invalid. Is this clear? But when you are going to working such kind of problems, you can choose a switch. The reason is, switch is not going to check each and every condition. See, how switch is there? Sorry, how else if is there? If the condition falls, it comes to here. 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 But if you observe switch, if it is a 6th case means it is directly moved to the 6th case instead of checking the remaining cases. That is why switch is faster than the else if ladder. Switch is faster than else if ladder. Please note this. But you cannot replace else if ladder with switch. The reason is, it is not going to check the conditions. For example, I want to give the one assignments. What is the assignment is? See, my assignment is if your percentage, if your CGPA is greater than or equal to 70, you should give the 7. So you should give the A grade, and your CGPA is 6 to 7. Then you should give the grade B, and your CGPA is 5 to 6. Then you should give the C grade, and your CGPA is 4 to 5. Then you should give the D grade, and if you are less than 4, then you should give the fail class, fail grade. Right? If you want to implement such kind of scenario, the switch is not suitable. The reason is, here you need to check the conditions. Right? This is your assignments. Try to solve this assignment. I will explain this assignment at the problem discussion section. Right? Here, the program is based on the CGPA. You need to print the grade. If the CGPA is greater than 7, you go for the grade A. 6 to 7, you go for the B. 5 to 6, you go for the C. 4 to 5, you go for the D, right? Less than 4, you should print the fail. Switch is not suitable because here you are not going to take any choice, right? You are not going to take any choice. Such situations, switch is not work. So we should opt else if ladder only. Is this clear? Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.